Whiskey Alpha 2, Juliet Oscar Echo.
Juliet Oscar Echo, Roger, and what's the name there?
Juliet Oscar Echo, Roger, and what's the name there?
The name here is Joe, Juliet Oscar Echo, with a ICOM 7300.
All right, Joe, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
All right, Joe, and whereabouts are you located, sir?
Freehold, New Jersey. That's central New Jersey.
Yes, sir, Joe. Okay, if you're interested in our setup procedure, starts with you verifying you're in that 100 to 2900 transmit bandwidth, 100 to 2900. If you're not familiar with that, just take a note and then double check. We want you to be in the highest bandwidth that you can be, provided it's not over 2900. And, some radios, older radios, can only go up to 2400. Hopefully your radio can go up to 29. That will be the best operating condition for it, Roger.
Up to 29. That will be the best operating condition for it, Roger.
QSL, my transmit bandwidth is currently set for 100 to 2900.
Excellent, excellent. Okay, now let's move to your processor, and we want it on at a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, depending on how it's labeled. We're just looking for a third of it. It's nothing that you'll ever hear on the air, but it helps us with our dynamic range at the end. So it's a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
At the end, so it's a 3 out of 10 or 30 out of 100, Roger?
That's on the compression.
Yeah, compressor processor, depending on what they call it.
Yeah, compressor processor, depending on what they call it.
Okay, compression went from a 2 to a 3. QSL?
Yes, sir. Excellent, excellent. That's a 3 out of 10, Roger, Roger.
Yes, sir. Excellent, excellent. That's a 3 out of 10, Roger, Roger.
Let me double check that. Stand by. Yes, QSL 3 out of 10.
Yes, sir. Beautiful. Okay, now let's go to your ALC with mic gain in hand. And as you say the magic word audio, you become a human test generator, and you adjust your mic gain until your ALC meter is running 2/3. So just say the word audio, stretch the front of it out, audio, become that human generator, and it's real easy then just to adjust your mic gain until your ALC is reading 2/3. Roger?
Adjust your mic gain until your ALC is reading 2/3. Roger?
QSL, audio. Okay, that's about 7 out of 10. That's about 2/3. QSL?
Yes, sir. Looks good. Now, let's move to your equalization page, your tone control page.
Let's move to your equalization page, your tone control page.
Okay, stand by. Okay, transmit tone control. Bass is set to +1, and treble is set to +4.
Okay, and what's your top end there? Is it a +5 or +10?
Okay, and what's your top end there? Is it a +5 or +10? +5.
Yeah, go ahead and move that up one click to 5. So you're maxed out on your treble EQ, Roger, Roger?
So you're maxed out on your treble EQ, Roger, Roger?
Okay, treble is maxed out at +5.
Alrighty, what kind of mic are you running there, Joe?
Alrighty, what kind of mic are you running there, Joe?
It's a Heil Pro Set Elite with the ICOM microphone.
Yes, sir. Okay, I would suggest that you get a windscreen, a foam windscreen for that mic, and just set it on the foam windscreen. I've heard a couple of plosives there, and those foam windscreens are just beautiful. They take out all the garbage and just leave the words, Roger.
These are just beautiful. They take out all the garbage and just leave the words, Roger.
QSL, there is a foam windscreen on this boom mic.
All right, I would suggest pulling it out about a half an inch then. Pull that windscreen out just about a half an inch, not very far, but just pull it out about a half inch, because I did hear a couple of plosives there, and foam windscreens should take care of that, Roger.
And windscreens should foam windscreens should take care of that, Roger.
Okay, QSL, I've pulled the microphone boom a little bit away from my mouth.
Yes, sir. I heard another one. So what I would suggest is maybe you go to your local music store and get yourself another windscreen and try that, because that one is that one is kind of failing just a little bit, because I did hear a pop on pulling or whatever it was. So, your local music store has a multitude of different colors. You can choose your color or whatever, and they're only about $4 or $3, whatever, Roger.
Your color or whatever, and they're only about $4 or $3, whatever, Roger.
Okay, so something maybe a little thicker.
Yeah, because your plosives are making it through there, and you should be able to swallow that microphone if you wanted to, and not have. I'm right now. I'm touching my foam windscreen. I'm right up in it, and I'm not getting any plosives, and that's the beautiful thing about a good foam windscreen. So, like I say, $4, and you're probably in excellent shape, Roger.
$4, and you're probably in excellent shape, Roger.
Okay, QSL, I'll try a new windscreen. Thank you. We set the transmit bandwidth wide to 100 by 20 to 2900. Mid is currently set 300 to 2700, and narrow is set 500 to 2500. QSL.
Yes, sir. I've got that jack there about 2 kc off, and there's all kind of bleed coming in. I don't know why anybody would go 2 kc off to start a conversation after we've been here for an hour. But anyway, I would put them all three to 100 to 2900. That way you don't make any mistakes. You're always operating that radio in the best capable possibilities, Roger.
In the best capable possibilities, Roger.
QSL, so set all the bandwidth to 100 to 2900. QSL.
Yes, I'm joking, but I'm serious too. You don't want to, you always want to operate that radio as best you can. You always want to sound the best you can. And what happens is when you wind up in some of those lesser bandwidths, it starts rolling off the top end, and all of your articulation. See, we're restricted by 3 kc, so we really have to. We need all of the bandwidth that we can get, particularly on the top end, for intelligibility. All the articulated words are the top end is what makes articulation. So we want to run that radio in the highest mode for articulation. And that is 2900. So it's that scale is 100 to 2900, and that way when you're in a pile-up or you're in in heavy noise or whatever, folks can not only hear hear your voice, but they can understand what the words are that you're speaking, because your audio is articulated in the top end, Roger. If without the top end, you become Mr. Mumbles.
Roger. Without the top end, you become Mr. Mumbles.
Yeah, QSL, I appreciate that. I do chase parks on the air, and so I do get in pileups sometimes. Thank you.
Yes, sir. That you were very in the clear there. Whoever it was wasn't speaking at the moment. It's on that sideband 2 clicks off of me, but that was very clear. So if you want to hear your audio, if you go to YouTube, do the call letter search KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook. That will take you to this recording, be cut number 1 in a series of 2400, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
A series of 2400, and I'll have it uploaded by noon tomorrow, Roger.
Okay, and just to confirm the call sign, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, QSL?
Yes, sir, Kilo Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, VKV, Roger?
Charlie 9, Victor Kilo Victor, VKV, Roger?
Okay, excellent. Yeah, I spend a lot of time on YouTube, so I sure do appreciate the time and all the effort you make with all of us. I'm sure it's a labor of love. KC9VKV, WA2JOE.
Roger, Joe, your audio is just beautiful now. Just really sounds nice. You'll enjoy your recording. 73. And this is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.